We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. His first carry, and some room to work. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's able to find Miller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Saints at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mon now off of play action. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
In motion right, here comes Johnson. On first down, here's Mon. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback. Regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mon looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Hines. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This is Hines. Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of play.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Tyron Johnson, 51 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. It's Miller, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel, 26 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here. Mond. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Mond. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Mond good to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mond out of the shotgun. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's Mond. They're going for it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans, 32 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 11. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Slot man moves right. 2nd down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the gun, here's Mond. Johnson's got it complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
On fourth down, Mond. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mond. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will take over. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a